The Wednesday Up Late podcast is made possible with help from Inspire 9. Located directly opposite Richmond train station, Inspire 9 is the best office space and co-working environment in Melbourne. And with cost-effective, flexible terms, it's the right solution for your business. Visit inspire9.com to take a virtual tour and see for yourself.
What was that? Hello, world.
Welcome. All right. You're welcome.
If we were live, I would be saying something like, make some noise. But we're not. We're not. Yeah, we're pre-recorded, and yeah, people that are watching, later. So that's a fizzle right there.
So it all makes sense if they're watching later because they're probably just as brain exhausted as we are. So all the stupid shit makes sense.
Yes. But hi to all of you anyway. Welcome, and we are Wednesday Up Late with this midweek podcast, and we just talk about movies and play little silly games, and we come to the party without washing our hair. It's a filthy, filthy thing, and right at the beginning when we started this show, that was the one condition, was that we come to the show clean.
Yeah. Can't make that promise. I just can't. No.
Filthy,
and the fact that you
clothes.
expected me to make that promise just shows, that you don't respect me. So,
Well, it goes both ways, doesn't it? Otherwise, you'd come clean.
Well, yeah, I won't though. Not anything. You'll never get it out of me.
God damn it. Well, yes, we are actually really up late. This is a show we do record at night time, so we're exhausted, we're tired, as we are every week, but we're going to do it anyway. So there lies the intro, social media, all that kind of stuff. Wednesday Up Late, just find us on Facebook.
Blah.
Absolutely. The website is, it's actually goodmoviemonday.com, and then there's a drop down. Good Movie Monday is the flagship, or as Chloe likes to say, the mothership show.
The mothership, yeah. Fly home to the mothership.
So we're on there and everywhere else. So welcome. I want to begin this episode with a little bit of news for you. I'm sure on the weekend you saw this news, and if you didn't, then you're going to be a bit shocked. So I'm going to drop it onto your phone. So have that on you.
Oh no! What's going on?
Now.
Every time you do this,
finally, and it's not a joke. It's finally.
Hollywood classic given the green light for a sequel 40 years after the original. Goonies, they're doing a sequel.
Yeah, Warner Brothers have actually given it the go-ahead. All of the cast are on.
Oh.
Yeah. And I believe the rumor is, and this is not confirmed, but the rumor is that Spielberg may be directing this one. So whether he directs it or handballs it to someone, I'm sure it'll be in good hands. However it goes, who knows? But I've been waiting for this a long time. I'm not going to be a naysayer. I'm going to get behind it. I'm going to be excited.
What I really want from this movie is not for their kids to go on an adventure. I want them to go on another adventure.
I mean, that would subvert all of the expectations, I reckon, because I think most people will be like, okay, it's going to be a reunion. They're back in Astoria. Their kids are going to be along, and they're going to get together and find some kind of adventure, blah, blah, blah. But that would be even better if they left the kids behind and they just got back together, and because I don't know, there's something from their past that hasn't been done or whatever, and whatever. Like it's
I don't care. As long as they're the main characters, I don't care.
Or what if after 40 years, right, they didn't actually go separate ways. They stayed in touch and they formed some kind of organization.
Like an underground society.
Yeah, like they're the librarians
in One-Eyed Willie's cave.
That's right. That could, who knows?
And then they all start like sacrificing people, and then their kids have to come and stop them.
Chunk is actually just he's actually the one that's lost. He's been performing in a strip club as One-Eyed Willie.
There's so many different paths this could take. I'm so intrigued.
There we go. So there we go. That's the way to start the show, I suppose.
Wow.
How are you?
Okay.
How are you anyway?
Good.
That's good.
Tracking along.
Yep.
And you?
Same. Let's get on with it.
Have you seen the new Beetlejuice yet?
Yes, Ben and I saw it last week. It's an
Yeah.
interesting one. How do I reacted to this one a bit differently to a lot of people. Ben was sort of on the fence with this one, and I've heard a bit the same from people, but I really enjoyed it. But having said that, there's a lot that I can nitpick at it because I think it's, as I've said, it's overstuffed with subplots. There's a lot of things going on that don't need to be there. There's characters that certainly do not need to be there at all.
All right.
Yeah, and look, there's some decisions that Tim Burton has made as a director that I would never have done that I think kind of drags it down a little bit. But
Okay.
But having said all that, I will go watch it again because I just loved being back in that world because I think they really did recapture the spirit of the original. And there's a lot of new ideas in the movie that that I was glad for. Like, you know, it wasn't just a simple rehash, although there are some of those sort of hallmark moments. But yes, enjoyable, but you know, yes, we can sit here and pick it apart for hours.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Because, you know, I know how much you love the character of Beetlejuice, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It's been flooding my social media, and most of it is like girls doing like nail art of Beetlejuice, and this one girl did the actual worms all on her nails. I'm like, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like the buzz that's been around it though. Like a lot of the negativity that I'm seeing is coming from film people that sort of
Sure.
work in these circles, not necessarily our fans, but just work in film. And they tend to be the worst of the naysayers. But I've not really cottoned onto any kind of public reception yet. So
No, neither have I. No,
Yeah.
it's more just around the hype of it being out.
I do know it did massive things at the box office, so that's good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Always a bonus.
and it reconfirms that I don't like Jenny Ortega. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
really
fair
don't.
enough.
Really don't.
I kind of feel like she's the new generation Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
I
maybe,
get
but
those sort of vibes.
she's also in her 20s. Like she is not the 16-year-old schoolgirl that she's supposed to be in the movie. Like it's just
Yeah.
like, get a 16-year-old. You know, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Winona Ryder was 15 in that first one. Like,
Yep.
get
She
an
was a
actual
youngin.
teenager. Let's move on. Let's play a game.
Okay.
All right. Now, who wants to go first? You nominate.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right. Cool.
Okay. This is something that we've played before.
Did you have fun? You know, selecting games to play this week?
No. No, I messaged you about it. Do you want me to read out what I said to you?
I mean, I know what you said to me.
For our audience listening, I said, "Fuck me, I'm struggling." Sums it up. Yeah.
100%.
And then you're like, "Oh, I have so many new ideas," and I'm just like, "Oh, lardy fucking da."
The reason I said that, I got to say, is because I'm usually in your position every week where I'm like, fucking hell, I have no idea what to do. And today it was like, as I'm sitting on the couch, they just came to me. I'm like, oh, cool, I'll do that. Add it to my notes.
Such a dick.
So we're covered for the next one.
All right. Well, this one is one that we've played before.
Uh-huh.
I've got all new kind of people involved. But this is Breakout movie. So I'll name an actor and then you tell me what their breakout movie is, if you can remember. Okay. So the first one can kind of go, there's kind of two options to it, but one's more obvious. Kal Penn.
Kal Penn. Okay. Well, Harold and Kumar's the breakout one there. But his actual breakout one was probably Van Wilder.
He was in Van Wilder, but he was also like the sub lead in another movie called Ball and Chain, and it came out just a couple of months before Harold and Kumar.
Yeah, but that cannot possibly be classed as the breakout role.
I guess. I mean, it was his first kind of movie where he was like kind of up there in terms of like top billing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. But he became a cult icon from those other two.
Yes, correct. Yeah. I always forget about Van Wilder. Do you forget about Van Wilder?
No, because I just said it.
Okay. All right.
Someone's testy tonight.
What about Jack Nicholson?
Oh, Jack Nicholson. Wow, that would be.
Think about like the first one that he.
No, I know where I'm going. Like,
okay.
sound like my wife right now. It's like, fucking
Jesus.
let me answer the question.
Well, you're gonna be wrong, so.
Well, I was gonna say instinctively I'd go to Little Shop of Horrors because it's like one of the very, very early ones. That or Dementia 13, where he was a young guy sort of coming up in the world. But Breakthrough, I'm gonna say Easy Rider. I think that's the one that put him on a lot of people's radar. And
Okay.
from there on, it was all sort of all high five and all the way through Hollywood.
Okay. His first kind of starring role was a movie called The Crybaby Killer,
Mm-hmm.
and that was in 1958. I watched the trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
It actually looks pretty good. Like
Mhm.
I actually want to go and watch it, where he like gets bullied by these and beat up by these guys because he was taking this girl to homecoming or something, and then he just ends up taking this whole like diner place hostage, and like killing people. So
Amazing. I love that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Very cool.
What about Marlon Brando?
Oh, Breakout. I wouldn't have a clue, to be honest with you. Maybe the Wild One, but I'm not too familiar with Brando's really early stuff, so that's the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah, so just before A Streetcar Named Desire, there was a movie called The Men
Ah, right.
that was made in 1950. I think it's about a war vet, and he comes back with all of his limbs, and he's just learning how to live life and
You
stuff.
just
So
you're plucking this knowledge out just top of your head.
it's all been stored in there, you
Ah,
know?
excellent,
I didn't
excellent.
do any research. It's just
Cool.
fucking coming off
Yeah, I thought so. I'm impressed.
the top
You
of your
see.
head. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Did none whatsoever. What about Barbara Streisand?
Well, for fuck's sake. Funny Girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
funny girl. Yeah.
yeah. That's
Is that the one that they just made the musical, like the Broadway show out of as well?
possibly. I don't know.
I can't remember. Anyway, that looks good too.
Okay.
What about Emma Stone?
Easy A would be the breakout role, I would guess. That's the one I think that probably catapulted her. But she's probably done stuff before that that I just don't care to retain knowledge of.
Yeah. So I think her first kind of decent exposure was Superbad, and then
Of
it was
course.
Zombieland. Zombieland, I reckon, was her breakout because that was 2009, and Easy A came out after that.
What year?
What, Easy A?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab this info like straight off the top of my brain here. It's
Never mind.
straight off the dome. Hang
2010.
on.
2010.
Straight off the 2010. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Mhm.
I was just building up to it. Thanks. Yeah. I remember seeing Zombieland in the theaters, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I had the biggest girl crush on her ever since Superbad. And anytime I get my hair cut, they always ask me, what do you want? I'm like, Emma Stone, I want to look.
Well, the
I want
first
to
thing,
be
no,
Emma Stone.
the first thing you're supposed to say is a hair wash, please.
No,
No?
I don't do that. No,
Okay.
I'm filthy.
That's why it takes twice as long to do your hair.
It takes a really, really long time.
What happened to the whole, I think I'm going to cut my hair.
I am going to cut my hair.
Okay. That's been a while now.
I'm just
since
not
the
going to
last
tell
did
you when I'm going to do it.
Okay.
And I'll turn up to the podcast and I'll look like Jonah Hill and Superbad.
It's Pat.
Yeah. And my old mate Justin Long, what was his breakout role?
Jeepers Creepers.
It was, yes, but he was
Yep.
in Galaxy Quest before that too, but
Uh-huh.
it was only a small role, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah. He was an up and comer.
he was good. Do you know he was in Ed? Do you remember that show?
I do remember that show, and I remember the movie as well, Ed TV. But no, I didn't know he's in that.
Yeah, there you go.
I had a mate that was obsessed with Ed.
I remember watching that too with Mum.
It was like touted as the next Seinfeld, I remember.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. It was.
I don't remember that, but okay.
That had legs.
That's it. That's good.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, mine's a fairly short game. Mine is called If They Made It Now. And I essentially ask you questions of movies. If they were to make it now, what would be blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So we'll start off with an interesting one. If they made it now, what kind of car would Herbie be?
Oh, a Tesla.
A Tesla?
Yeah.
Not a B-dub?
No, it'd probably be a Tesla
Okay.
because we're all electric now.
Yes. And he just doesn't get far. Like he keeps conking out.
No. And he's really expensive to fix
Yeah.
and really annoying to look at. Yeah.
All right. Good answer. Good answer.
Mhm.
If they made it now, what city would Casablanca be set?
Ooh, Bora Bora.
That's a nation. Or is it? It's not
That's
even
that's the Maldives. Oh
Maldives.
no,
That's
because
right.
it's meant to be it's war. It's like during the war, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like a what do you call it? Like a station city, like a I don't even know what you fucking call it, but it's like a neutral city where, it's
Yeah.
business as usual, but there's war all around it.
So somewhere, Casablanca, that's Africa, isn't it? So let's take it away from Africa. There's like a really sort of big military sort of base in Germany.
Okay. Germany?
Yeah.
Okay. Any particular city or just
I
Dusseldorf?
don't know. I don't know where it is. I
Imagine
don't
if
know,
the
somewhere in
movie,
the country.
imagine
I
if
don't
that was made today and the movie was called Dusseldorf.
know. Here's looking at you, my little ruined sandwich.
Okay, cool. I probably would go something like maybe Beirut or somewhere like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What about what movie would Scary Movie parody if it was made these days?
Say that again.
Okay, didn't articulate that very well. So if they made it now,
Yep.
what would Scary Movie be a parody of? Because when it was made, it was a parody of
Oh,
Scream and
yes.
others, but predominantly Scream. But if they were to make it for the first time now, what would it be about?
I would love to see like a barbarian parody. That would be pretty funny. Instead of having those floppy little tits, she'd have like really big flaps. And she'd use the flaps to fly and chase them.
Right.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
You need to write it, sell it. You could do a little bit of
And she took flight with her large labia.
we could incorporate some black phone in there, do some stuff with that.
Ooh, black phone. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yep, cool.
Mhm.
I did hear there is another scary movie coming, so they may touch on that
Oh, okay.
Blumhouse
Yep.
type of stuff. All right,
Hmm.
so if they were to make Wayne's World now, what format would their show be?
It'd be a podcast
Yeah,
for sure.
probably. They'd be TikTok stars.
Or TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah,
Both. I
that's right.
mean, ¿por qué no
Snippets.
los dos? You know?
I kind of like if they come back, if they do a Wayne's World 3, wouldn't that be great if it was like that?
Oh, and it was all like TikTok based and they're trying to keep up with the trends and they're doing like the little
Well, if you think
dances.
about it too, if you think about it, like some of the biggest podcasts in the world are hosted by people their age now, like Joe
Yeah.
Rogan, and
Hmm.
they are the right age to be podcasters in a big way.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Mike Myers, if you're watching, credit us.
We brought that idea to the table and we'd like some earnings from that, please.
Thank you. Okay, so if they made it today, who would be the star of Last Action Hero?
Is that a Arnie movie?
Yeah, that's the movie where the kid idolizes Arnold Schwarzenegger and kind of gets sucked into the movie and becomes part of the action with him.
Um, I'd probably go with like Dave Bautista is too boring for me. I find him boring. So it'd have to be like Hulk Hogan or like
Oh,
John Cena.
do not say Hulk Hogan.
Okay,
Fucking
John
hell.
Cena.
Like, talk
Jesus. All
about
right.
I mean, he couldn't be more washed up if ever there was a wrestler
There's
turned
always
actor.
time for a comeback.
No, there's
Or
not. There's not. He's
or
fucking awful.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Yeah.
You're really pitching to the Republicans right now. I
With
love
the
it.
mullet and everything and just make it real redneck. I'd love
Yeah,
that.
okay, cool. That's interesting, and no one in the world would pay to see that. So that's surely it would be someone like Chris Hemsworth, like because he's the biggest action star on earth.
No.
But that's the gist of The Last Action Hero. It's the biggest action star of the planet.
Okay, John Cena then.
Okay, all right. I'll
Yep.
pay that one, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
I think
seen those hands?
if they eventually do remake or do another Ernest movie, he needs to be Ernest.
Okay.
Him and Jim Varney just look identical.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I'll show you a photo later.
Okay.
Okay, last one.
Mm-hmm.
If they made it today, what toy would Ralphie desperately want in A Christmas Story?
Wow.
You sounded like a little mini motorbike trying to kickstart then.
Um, oh, what's popular toys these days?
That's you've got the little kids.
Well, it's all Minecraft or Fortnite stuff. So I'd have to say like a creeper.
Well, they'd want something game related, wouldn't they? Like just
Yeah, it'd be something game related. So like a creeper from Minecraft or I don't know, like a Lego set. Fuck, I don't
Lego.
know.
Lego's a good one.
Yeah, a Lego
Because
set.
obviously in the movie it's a BB gun, and they did remake A Christmas Story. I don't know if people watching or listening know that. It was called 8-Bit Christmas, and the thing that the kid wanted the most was a Nintendo.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Yeah.
great. It's a great redo.
One of my friends just went and bought himself a Nintendo 64, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
cool story, I know.
Still got mine. Love it. Except I did sell
I
all of my
remember having
I
a
sold all of my Nintendo 64 games a couple of years ago, just kept one, which was
oh,
Mario 3. And
uh-huh.
regret it. Just regret it.
Yeah. I used to play Crash Bandicoot on that and then the PlayStation 2 because I was never a gamer, but for some reason I hyper fixated on the Tony Hawk skateboarding game,
Yep.
but I think it was the actual like music album that went along with it because there was a whole bunch of Offspring and Sum 41
Bangers.
and Rise Against and all that kind of stuff. So
Emo's Paradise.
fucking frothed it, mate.
Yeah,
Frothed it.
frothed it, mate. All right,
Mhm.
let's move on to the next game. What you got?
Okay. I have got a different version to Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Okay.
Okay. We're
Yep.
not killing anyone today.
All
All
right.
right. We're sending them into witness protection. All
Right.
right. So what has to happen with witness protection is obviously like you have to erase all signs of them.
Okay.
Okay. No one can know who they are, what they are, where they are, what they've done,
Yep. They
yada,
essentially
yada, yada.
they still exist in the world, but we don't know it.
Correct.
So I have to send one of these people away forever.
Correct. Into
Okay.
witness protection. So we've got fuck, marry, witness protection. Okay. This is the movie ensemble version as well. So all of these people are ensembles from different movies. So
Okay.
the first movie we have is The Godfather.
Yep.
All right. So we've got Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, and James Caan.
Uh um I've still got to fuck one of them.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
fuck it.
take it for the team if it's
No, no,
Marlon.
no, no, no.
Marlon.
Yeah, I'm going for Marlon. I'll fuck Marlon.
Yeah, of course you would.
Marry James Caan and witness protection for Al.
Wow. Scarface disappears forever.
Yep, yep,
Wow.
yep.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Titanic. We've got Leo, Kate Winslet, and Billy Zane.
I have to fuck Kate.
Duh.
Simply do.
She's the stunner.
Okay, so I because I was so fixated on her boobs, I forgot who the other two were, Leo and who else?
You had PTSD flashbacks, but in a good way. Leo and Billy Zane.
Oh, okay. So fuck Kate. And who no. Um, Billy Zane. See, he's fuckable too, but no, we're definitely going with Kate.
He's definitely fuckable.
Well, no, I'm just gonna throw. Oh, controversial. I'm gonna throw Leonardo DiCaprio into witness protection program.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, those are some big claims, mister.
Interesting. Billy Zane was in Critters, and Leo was in Critters 3.
Yeah, I knew Billy Zane was in Critters because I was looking up Critters for this game. And I saw Billy Zane.
Okay.
Because I was going to put Critters on this, and I'm just like, no, I'm going to do this instead. All right. Big Trouble in Little China. You've got Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, and James Hong.
Okay, so Kim Cattrall can go into witness protection program.
Correct answer.
Fuck Kurt Russell.
Yeah, correct answer.
There we go. And marry what's face.
James. He seems like a very sweet man. So
No,
I
James
completely agree.
Hong's amazing, and his body of work speaks for itself. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather retain that.
Yeah, he sounds like a sweet, sweet man. All right. The three amigos. You got Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase.
I'm aware of who the three amigos are.
I'm doing it for the podcast, mate.
And you could have rejected one and replaced with Phil Hartman or Alfonso Carew.
I could have.
John Lovitz. Okay, so the three amigos. So I would. Oh my god, this is hard. given the catalogue of work that all three of them have done.
Mm-hmm.
So really, the fucking the marry don't matter. It's all about the witness protection program here.
Correct.
Which is that may as well just be the game. I'm gonna have to say, and it pains me to say it, we'll get rid of Martin Short.
Oh, whoa.
But hang on, that would have been your reaction no matter who I said.
Not quite, but it's close.
Yeah, I just think when it comes to all of the great films they've made, he's made slightly less.
Okay.
That's my rationale. And the quality of some of his films are a lot lesser than the quality of theirs.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We don't have to fucking marry because it's all about the.
Who are you marrying though?
Probably Steve Martin. I think he'd be
correct.
fun.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
All right, dodgeball. Vince Vaughn, Stephen Root, and Alan Tudyk.
All right, we'll throw Alan Tudyk into the witness protection program.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's all in the surname. We'll
root Stephen Root. Yep,
that's right. There you go.
Gonna root the root man.
Yeah.
I reckon to this day, my favorite performance from Alan Tudyk is in
28 Days.
Oh, no, God, why is it with Heath Ledger? The night one.
First Night. No, yeah, Knight's Tale.
A Knight's Tale. Yeah. I reckon that's probably one of my favorite performances from him.
Yeah. No, I think everything he did in Firefly and Serenity, that's his
Firefly. Yeah. Absolutely. No, that was one of the first TV shows my husband and I watched together as a couple.
It's a great show. Like, it is a great show. I would argue it's better than Buffy and Angel combined.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot more clever.
Speaking of Scream, Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, Matthew Lillard.
Well, this don't matter either way. I don't give a shit about any of their bodies work. Okay. I'll fuck Matthew Lillard because, like, I enjoy, his stuff from Scooby-Doo and some of the other horror films he's done. Neve Campbell, I reckon we sin bin her. We put her in the witness protection program.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's really beyond Scream. She's not done that much.
You're getting rid of Reefer Madness, which kind of puts a little bit of a grind in my gear.
That's okay with me,
not, though. It's not, though. It shouldn't be.
Well, I mean, all right. Moving on.
I'll just pretend I don't take great offense to that. Good. Nice. I like that you'd take Matthew Lillard down to Pound Town.
Well, I mean, he looks poundable.
I agree. Ruh-roh.
You must be happy with that one.
I am. I'm very happy with that one. Because despite how tired I am, it came straight up and I was like,
I love it. So I assume that's the end of that one?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So the next one would be Name the Influence. I'm gonna name some famous movies, and you're gonna tell me the other movies that kind of influenced or inspired them.
Okay.
All right.
This is gonna go terribly. I'll try.
It may. This first one is very obvious to people that are familiar with the movie. I don't know how familiar you are with The Artist.
Ooh, The Artist. Is that the Adrian Brody one? No, that's The Pianist.
Yes.
No, I'm not familiar with
The Artist was that it's a black and white film, won Best Picture at the Oscars a few years ago.
Schindler's List?
No, it's just because it's black and white.
The Pianist?
No, okay. Well, that one was Singing in the Rain.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's all about the invention of the talkies and it overtaking silent movies, and they took a lot of cues from Singing in the Rain.
Okay.
I should have said La La Land instead.
Okay.
All right. What about The Shape of Water?
Ooh, that's the one where she fucks a mermaid, yeah?
Merman.
Merman. Essence is the water of beauty, whatever the fuck it is. Ooh, Little Mermaid?
Nope. Think back a lot further.
The Thing?
You're on the right track, but no. But you're very close. You're warm. I'll give you one more.
Blob.
No. No.
The blobby thing.
Well, the creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ah, yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
in the right direction. I'm still not going to pay it. Okay. Next one, Chicken
Fucking
Run.
typical. Oh, oh, love that movie.
It's almost a remake, just in animated form.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, The Great Escape.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Now, there's two answers for this one. The
Okay.
Joker.
Which one?
The only one. The Joker. It's got Joaquin Phoenix in it, if that's what
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Thank
right.
you.
Fucking hell.
Batman?
Come on, this one was so, like, it was controversial because of it. It's basically a remake of essentially two films.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
You've seen one of these recently.
Well, I have.
Yeah, okay. Taxi Driver.
Oh.
Yeah, and the other one's The King of Comedy, which is another Martin Scorsese film, almost a companion film to Taxi Driver.
I can see Taxi Driver being the influence for that, actually. I can
Yeah.
see it now that you've said that.
In fact, Scorsese was attached to direct the Joker at one point before it changed hands.
Did he write it?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Okay.
All right, you've got to know this one, please.
Oh, God.
Mac and Me.
Is that the one with the robot or the wheelchair goes off the cliff?
Yes, it's not a
That's that
robot
one.
though. It's not a robot.
It's not a robot. Okay.
No. That was a disabled kid, by the way.
Disabled. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was either a wheelchair. I can't remember.
Robot disabled kid,
So insensitive. Oh my God. I don't know what that's a remake
Well, what is
of.
Mac and Me about?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I've never seen it. The only clips I've ever seen of it is whenever Paul Rudd is on like a talk show and he's like trying to promote his show, he always puts that clip of it going off the cliff.
Well, what I will tell you, a bit of fun fact, which I've probably said on the show before, this movie was widely or largely produced by McDonald's. So there's a lot of product placement in there, including the title, Mac and Me.
Wow.
Yeah, but it is influenced very heavily. It's a knockoff movie of E.T.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
so Mac is an alien and Me's the boy.
Oh, so it's not a robot, it's an alien. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, but no, yes, but the wheelchair off the cliff is, I'm pretty sure, fucking disabled boy.
It's not an alien in a wheelchair.
No, I mean, I could be wrong, but I want to think that it's a disabled boy. It's funnier.
It's gone off the rails just like the kid in the wheelchair.
Oh
my God.
Goodness.
Interesting. Okay.
Right. What about Friday the 13th?
Oh.
You don't have to think far outside the box for this one.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Nope. That came later.
Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Excellent. Good stuff.
1 out of 28.
The Secret Life of Pets.
Oh. Toy Story?
Uh-huh.
Can
Last one would be Universal Soldier.
you give me a synopsis?
Okay, well, it's got Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
What?
Because they're kung fu artists, are they not?
No, not really.
Oh, is this a boxing one?
Keep going. Terminator.
Really?
Yeah, it's a sci-fi action movie where they play like,
Oh.
like cyborg cops, soldiers. Anyway.
Cool. That sounds good. I like that.
You'd love, like, the Universal Soldier franchise, particularly the first one, is great, directed by Roland Emmerich, who, did The Day After Tomorrow and Stargate, and yeah. No, don't add it to your list.
I'm adding it.
You've already told me what happens to that list after you add them. You've made no secret about that.
I do plan on watching these eventually.
She ignores it.
No, I don't. It was a joke. I sent him a cute little joke from TikTok that said people telling me I should watch certain movies and me telling them I'll add them to the list only to never watch them. Never plan on watching them. But it's not true. I do.
Oh, right.
Eventually. Don't rush me. Is that the end?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I even got a movie recommendation out of it. All right. My last one for you is going to be so freaking easy. Okay. Because I had a great idea. It was just so hard to execute. So it's called Can You Name Them from Their First TV Appearance?
Oh, that might not be easy at all.
No, it's going to be pretty easy.
Okay. Well,
So
you
I'm
set me
gonna
up for failure. You set me up.
So these are like well-known celebrities now, kind of in like their first sort of TV appearances. I'm going to send you some photos and you're going to have to try and tell me who it is. You're going to be able to,
Oh,
but you know.
if okay, that sounds like a completely different game to what you just pitched a minute ago.
Is it?
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. All right. Can you name this person from their first TV appearance? Or one of their first TV appearances?
Okay, I got to enlarge that. It's pretty dark. Okay,
And it's not David Aurora Borealis. Yeah.
I was going to say, is that David Boreanaz? Is that Jeremy Renner?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
That's from Angel.
Yes, I recognized.
All right. Next one.
Here it comes, enlarging now. I am looking at Alison Hannigan.
Yes.
Excellent.
She was in Roseanne.
Yes, right. And around about that time, she made a movie. I think it was called My Stepmother is an Alien. I think that was the name of it. Yeah.
Yep. Did that have
Cool.
Seth Green in it, or is that I Killed the Babysitter or something?
Oh, look, no, I think it might have had Seth Green was in so many things back then. He was just that
Yeah.
little ranger that popped up. You know, he was contracted
Love
in. He's
him.
just like he was like a central cast, and he was that ranger kid that they just
I
kept.
know.
Yeah.
Isn't he beautiful though? All right. This one.
All right, Roseanne again. Oh, George Clooney.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, the rest of these are from Roseanne.
Hashtag lazy.
All right, next one. You'll get this one straight away.
Okay, not only did I get that, I got at the same time, even though I'm in that chat, I got a notification saying that you just sent me a photo. So, you know, like, you really want me to see these. Tobey Maguire, is that who I'm looking at?
Tobey Maguire. Look at his cute little face.
Yeah, that was after he'd already been in, I think, what was it? The Wizard. Really brief cameo appearance when he was about 5.
Okay, yep.
Cool.
This little cutie patootie.
Went to market.
Yep.
Oh, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yep. Look how little he is. All right, and the last one.
Let's stop. Let's talk about the stack hat haircut on
I know. The 80s with the bowl haircut.
But that's not even a bowl haircut. Like, that is, if you squint your eyes, one, it could be a Vulcan from Star Trek, but two, if you squint your eyes, that is a stack hat.
He's safe. He's being really safe.
And he's wearing a t-shirt that says Sporting Life. Stack hat sport, okay.
Yeah, all the cool kids.
And let's just stop for a moment and just acknowledge the paper towel on the wall. Who remembers that, everybody? Paper towel on the kitchen wall before they put them inside cupboards and stuff.
Yep.
Under the spice
Mine
rack.
still sits on top of my kitchen bench. I'm lazy, so.
Yeah, hashtag lazy, that's right.
All right, last one. This one's probably the hardest one.
Okay, so I opened it up. I've zoomed it so I can only see one character at a time, so I'm gonna move across.
Okay, you're gonna scan from right to left or left to right?
Well, I'm going from left, and it's the first one on screen. Let's see if we can spot any others in there. Hang on a second. Almost. It's not though. Behind him, it could be Martha Plimpton. Alrighty, let's have.
Totally could be. You're right.
Then we have at the back. You've got bloody what's his name from Twilight? Fucking Edward Cullen.
Oh, Robert Pattinson. Yeah, yep. Before he was even born.
Yep, loving the flat top next to him. And then we've got Candace Cameron Bure on the very end in the pink.
Yep.
That'll do.
Look at you go. Oh, Roseanne.
Yeah, look, I love that show. That was one of the greats. That one did rival Seinfeld. That was a very relatable TV show for a lot of people, I reckon.
I went back and rewatched all of Roseanne.
Yep.
Quite a while ago, and it's just, it's funny. It's really funny because it does resemble real life actually really well, but also it really hits you in the feels too. Like John Goodman, there's nobody like him.
When he used to launch into protective dad mode or protective husband mode and just go and fucking punch people's lights out, that was always great.
Oh, That's
You
the
know,
dream.
and I remember
It's the
controversy.
dream.
Like I remember controversy. You can't do that on television. It's like, well, he is representing a real emotion there that a lot of people, a lot of dads
hmm
feel.
hmm
And he's acting out their fantasies for them. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great stuff. I love that show
Gives
completely.
you all the tingles. Yes.
Yes,
Love it.
excellent. So that's the end of that one. No more
That's
pictures.
it. No more pictures.
Ah, well, I mean, firstly, I'm grateful there's no more pictures because I have to factor them into the edit. But also, I was enjoying that immensely. So
Yeah, it's just so hard to find them.
yeah,
So hard. I
well,
really enjoyed doing that though.
I found them pretty easy. You turned into that little ragged kid from the memes. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right, final game for the show. It's an easy one. It is called remake or sequel. You got to tell me if these movies are remakes or sequels.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. And bonus points if you can tell me what they're a remake or a sequel to.
You're playing with fire here, man, but I'll give it a go.
Okay. The Magnificent Seven.
You've said this before. And my two answers were the Hateful Eight and the Ridiculous Six. So nothing's changed because I can't remember what you said.
But you also instinctively went to the actual remake of Magnificent Seven. But the original Magnificent Seven, was that a remake or was it a sequel?
Oh, it was a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Magnificent Seven?
Seven Samurai.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you've told me that before. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Good to see. Pay attention and retain knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about The Last Days of Patton?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
George C. Scott.
Oh, thank you. Yep, that helped a lot.
Oscar-winning performance.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, definitely. I'm fully aware of
That
the last
Days of Patton.
Yep, of David Patton. Look, I'm just gonna say like the dressmaker's daughter. I don't know.
What is the last word in that movie title?
Patton.
Yep. Does that ring any bells for you?
Patton Oswalt. No.
Okay, it's a sequel to Patton.
Oh, okay.
Like the uber famous movie Patton that he won an Oscar for.
Yeah, no, that was going to be my next guess.
Okay, excellent. Next one. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs.
Oh.
Now, I have to admit,
is that a remake of Just That?
I went into this game knowing damn well that you weren't going to know half of these. All right, so that's a remake.
Is it a sequel of Just That, Tibbs? No, I don't know.
Don't you play that every night?
Yeah, most nights. Yeah,
Excellent. Yeah. Okay, so now you just have to guess if it's a remake or a sequel. Like that's as easy as this game is. Like, come
on. Remake.
No. It's a sequel to In the Heat of the Night, Sidney Poitier film.
I wasn't far off.
Far out. What about The Devil's Rejects?
Oh, that's a remake.
No. It's a sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie movie.
Oh, okay. Yep.
There's 3 films in that trilogy.
What's the third one?
Okay, you just ruined my next one.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. What about
go with your next one?
What about 3 from Hell?
Sequel.
To what?
The Devil's Rejects.
All right. What about 3 Men and a Baby?
Oh, that's a remake?
Yeah. Do you know the name of the original film? It's a French film.
No.
3 Men and a Cradle.
Oh.
Yes.
Did they snatch it? Shouldn't do that.
Do you know what the sequel to 3 Men and a Baby is?
3 Men and a Little Lady?
That's the one.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the proposed third one that they are still trying to make, apparently?
3 Men and a Little Woman.
No, Three Men and a Bride, I believe.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, but I mean, those men are grandpas now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't it be three men and a successful boss lady? Why does
Could
she have
be.
to be getting married?
Well, I just think because when they first kick-started that production or tried to get off the ground, times had not changed that much.
Okay, fair enough.
It could be. It could be, three men
And
and an executive.
yes, I
Right.
prefer that one.
Okay. What about Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
Oh, remake?
Sequel.
Oh,
It's the third one, actually. The
Jesus.
sequel to Desperado with Antonio Banderas.
Okay, yep.
And that was a sequel to El Mariachi.
Okay, I don't know that one, but I do know Desperado.
El Mariachi, Robert Rodriguez's first movie. He made it for like $2,000, and it's a banger.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's great.
good for
It's great.
him.
He came up on the scene at the same time as Tarantino. Those two sort of.
Wow, okay,
El Mariachi, Reservoir Dogs around about the same time.
nice.
What about Along Came a Spider?
I've heard of this movie. I don't know what it's about.
Got Morgan Freeman,
Yeah.
little Anton Yelchin.
Remake?
Sequel.
Mm.
It's a sequel to Kiss the Girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is a great serial killer movie.
Cool.
Alrighty, what about U.S. Marshals? With Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Downey Jr., Wesley Snipes, Joey Pants.
Sequel.
Yes. 2?
What was this one called?
U.S. Marshals.
Oh, UK Marshals.
The Fugitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That
definitely.
great Harrison Ford movie that Tommy Lee Jones won the Oscar for.
Oh, nice.
Well, that is completely up Chloe's alley, that one.
What is it?
The Fugitive?
Oh, The Fugitive. Yeah.
So U.S. Marshals is the sequel.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Right, we've got one more to go.
Yep.
Remake or sequel, Father of the Bride.
Sequel.
Remake.
Of what?
Father of the Bride.
Oh.
Spencer
Why-
Tracy movie back in the
Oh, okay.
late 50s, early 60s.
Okay.
And there was a sequel, was it Father of the Bride 2 with Steve Martin? Is a remake
Yeah.
of another sequel to the original, which was called Father's Little Dividend.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Why?
Father's Little Dividend.
Yeah.
That's no.
It's a great movie.
I don't believe you. That sounds horrible.
You don't believe me that Spencer Tracy movie, Father's Little Dividend, is great.
Well, it may be great. I wish they called it something different.
It's the 1960s, for God's sake.
Jesus. I would not survive.
I know. Well, I
would
mean,
not survive.
you can catch Chloe next week in Little Miss Progressive.
Little Miss PC.
I've always thought you'd be pissy. Alrighty. Then I'm the fucking little ranger kid. Crossing all lines here. That's it. That's the episode. That's the show. I think that is a clusterfuck of a show, to be honest.
Oh, so many things.
One of our worst.
But we laughed a lot, which was really nice.
We I don't know, do we laugh at each other, with each other, or just because we couldn't make sense of anything?
All of the above, and
All
that's
right.
beautiful. That's
Okay.
art. That
That's
is art, my friend.
Right. Art. What else is there to be said? Thanks for watching, I guess, everybody. Jump onto Facebook and join our little group, the Wednesday Up Late group. It's a little side thing that we have, and you can contact us there, get in touch, and give us topics to talk about. That'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. And try to unfuck this cluster.
And now Chloe's gonna wash that grey right out of her head.
You reckon I could?
With gentle loving care.